Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Damien and today I will be covering the collections portions of this presentation. So as an overview for the collections of the LACMA Museum, I would like to state that with a collection of nearly 152,000 objects, they illuminate 6,000 years of artistic expression across the globe. LACMA's collections encompass the geographic world and entire history of art. These widely diverse arts from an area extending from southern Spain to Central Asia trace the distinctive visual imagination of Islamic artists over a period of 1400 years. LACMA's collection or objects are divided among its numerous departments by region, media, and time period and are spread amongst the various museum buildings. So the first collection I chose to talk about was the modern art collection. So LACMA's modern art collection, which primarily features European and American art from 1900 to the 1960s, returns to public view with examples of work from the museum's American, decorative arts and design, and Latin American art holdings. So LACMA's modern art collection features strong holdings in German Expressionism and important paintings and sculptures that span the 20th century by artists such as J. DeFeo, Ellsworth Kelly, Renee Magritte, and Frank Stella. So the reason I chose to speak upon this collection today is because it includes concentrations of works by one of my favorite artists, Pablo Picasso, and also because modernism is another term we can use to describe all of the art pieces within the museum. So here's just another view, well, an installation view of the modern art galleries at the LACMA Museum in the Manson building. So the second collection I chose to talk about is the Islamic Art Contemporary Art of the Middle East collection. So this collection consists of over 1,700 works, of which some 150 examples are on view. These include glazed ceramics, inlaid metalwork, enameled glass, carved wood and stone, and manuscript illustration, illumination, and calligraphy. So in recent years, the parameters of Islamic art have expanded to include contemporary works by artists from or with roots in the Middle East. These artists draw inspiration from their own cultural traditions, using techniques and incorporating imagery and ideas from earlier periods. So I chose to speak about this collection because, and I quote, they are not so much reinventing Islamic art as they are repurposing it so that it becomes more clearly a vehicle for personal expression, freed from the constraints of patronage and functionality. So the collection can be seen as a way to build creative links between the past, the present, and the future. And here's another view of the Islamic Art Now Contemporary Art of the Middle East collection at LACMA. So the first artwork that I chose to talk about was the Virgin of Guadalupe. Translated in Spanish, it says the Virgen de Guadalupe. So the artist is Manuel de Arellano. The medium is oil on canvas. The size unframed is 71 and 7/16 inches by 48 and 9/16 inches. So the reason I chose to speak about this art piece is because who isn't familiar with the iconic image of Our Lady of Guadalupe? She is without question one of the most revered and reproduced images of the Christian world. According to tradition, the Virgin appeared to Juan Diego on 3 different occasions, asking him to visit Bishop Juan de Zumaraga so he could build her a chapel at the hill of Tepeyac, north of Mexico City. So apart from the many collections at LACMA, the Latin American art collection included the art piece of Our Lady of Guadalupe. I was so excited to see her in this section and in the museum because she symbolizes culture and religion from within the many communities that surround LA, including my own. So nothing felt more LA to me than seeing this painting in the LACMA Museum, and this art just represents the diversity and the representation in the art at this museum. So the second artwork that I chose to talk about is The Urban Light by artist Chris Burden. The medium is restored cast iron antique street lamps, and the size is 320 and a half by 704 and a half inches. So although this piece is not exactly considered an artwork, it is a work of art that since its opening in February 2008 has become LACMA's most important art piece, which is why I chose to speak about it today. So it is also the face of the museum and an emblem of Los Angeles on par with landmarks like the Hollywood sign and the Hollywood Bowl. So open 24 hours, Urban Light welcomes locals and visitors from around the world to take selfies and group photos. So Urban Light is composed of 202 cast iron street lamps from the 1920s and 30s that once lit the streets of LA. So Burden said that street lamps like these, and I quote, were symbols of a civilized and sophisticated city, safe after dark and beautiful to behold. And here is a better view of the Urban Lights by Chris Burden. Thank you.